New York City flight for the GNYDM.
Hey, this is the TruAbutment one.
Being a part of our TruAbutment group.
Oh, great. I ran into Dr. Todd Shatkin out of New York a while back, and I've always admired what he's been able to build. See, just a dental empire. Shatkin first. That's where I met Dr. Shatkin. He has like all kinds of labs and different clinics nationwide, and so I really think amazing what he's been able to accomplish, and I envy it a little bit.
Hi, how you doing? This is Jeff with TruAbutment, and I wanted to speak with Dr. Shatkin. Thank you so very much. We'll see you in November.
Got it? Got it? We got it!
We're headed to Buffalo for something. I think it's another conference. I'm excited to go. You know, I really enjoyed the GNYDM. I'm excited to see what we're headed to. Yeah, you know, I really didn't even know what I was agreeing to at the beginning, right? But it's been great. I've met a lot of new people. I've been able to see some old friends, and really, I am glad that I did it because it just opened up some new doors. I love buffalo wings. I think that's what we'll get for lunch. I was just going along with it. I was hungry, and we went and had some really great buffalo wings because we're in Buffalo. So yeah, it was a great time. Wings were good. Shatkin? Yeah, I've met him a few times. Yeah, I met him at my undergrad, and then he was like, "You should come visit in Buffalo." And I was like, "I'm gonna come out and visit in Buffalo. Like, I'll take you up on that, you know." And then I did, and it was awesome. I think originally I was like, "Oh, we're flying to Buffalo for another course." I was like, "That's strange," you know. So I think that was when I, you know, initially was suspicious of it. I was like, "Oh, Dr. Shatkin's in Buffalo." Wait, this is it. This is Shatkin.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. I recognize this place.
What the heck are you doing here?
Hey, Dr. Shatkin, how are you doing?
What's up, man?
It's good to see you. I'm surprised.
Good to see you.
I was like, wait, I know this place. I've been here before. You know, it wasn't until after we were outside that I was like, oh, that's what's happening. No, I was like, oh wow, we're gonna go talk to Dr. Shatkin. You know, I didn't anticipate it until that moment. Nice to meet you.
This is Trey, Dr. Trey.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like seeing an old friend. Like, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen him.
Dr. Trey, he's from UCLA Dental School, isn't he?
You know, like I said, the last time I was here, he treated me really well, and you know, showed me around, showed me a whole bunch of stuff, and it was a great experience. So I was glad to see him again.
It's quite a production you got going on here.
Yeah.
What made them do
They're
this
great.
story about you?
You know, it's I was nominated by a faculty at UCLA to be a part of this TruAbutment program.
Come on in.
Yeah. Hey there, Mark. How are you doing? Good to see you good too. I'm surprised. I was shocked. Yeah. Hey.
We're going to turn you into a Buffalo Bills fan.
All right. I still have the beanie you got me last time and the scarf. Again, I was really surprised. One, because I didn't know that I was going to be meeting him, right? I didn't even know I was coming. But then also, I wasn't expecting to ask him any questions. And so I did have some questions for him, and I was glad that I asked him. He gave me some great advice. I even got some more Bills swag.
I don't know, but apparently that's what they told me, that you were I was one of your role models.
Definitely, yeah.
It's flattering.
I really admire what you've been able to build here. I think it's amazing.
I remember meeting you for the first time at BYU, and you being our host and taking us around, and we hit it off right away. You're a great guy.
Oh, thank you. I guess if I since I have this opportunity to ask you questions, so personally, with my professional goals, I want to build something similar, something that, maybe is one day national. Or in the beginning, did you always know that you were gonna get here? Like, when did you find that out?
I had no idea I was gonna get here, but I think I was always kind of an entrepreneur, and I think in my mind I always knew that something big would be here for me, but I didn't know when or how. Set your mind on something, you just keep working toward that goal. And my father had 5 keys to success: creativity, tenacity, hard work, anticipate change, and adapt to change. No matter what your goal is or what you want to accomplish in life, you just keep working toward it until you get there. No doubt in my mind you'll get to where you want to be.
I appreciate that.
And I had a lot of good role models myself. My father was a tremendous role model for me. I worked here in the office with him for 20 years. And my brother and I still work together, and it's been 35 years. Wow. And I hope to work with my son for the next 20. Yeah. You're a great person, and I would be proud to have you working with us if you ever had an interest, but you got to follow your own dreams.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So. And like I said, in the future, I definitely plan on, I know that...
Well, definitely come to our courses and stuff. My advice to you, because you're considering me a mentor,
right?
My advice to you is finish dental school and work for a while and make some money and see if you enjoy dentistry, because I think you might like it more than you think.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Shatkin.
Thank you, buddy.
It's great to see you again.
Great
really.
to see you too. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just surprised. That's the only way I can put it. It was great to see him. I was excited to see him again. I was just talking to him. It was, must have been January 2019. It was, years ago. They invited me out for a course here, and I came out, and they took great care of me. And that's where I was first really introduced to Dr. Shatkin, and I got to see what the thing that he's built that I admire so much. And so it was really awesome for me at that young point in my career to see that. Like he said, he's worked with the same people for 40, 50 years, and he's a good guy, and that's why people stay. That's why they continue to work with him. Yeah, no, I'm grateful that he would take the time, and that's kind of how he is. He's always treated me well, and I've always appreciated it, and that's one of the reasons why I've looked up to him as a mentor.
Message that Dr. Julie has for you.
Oh, great.
Okay, Trey, this is Dr. Kim. I've known you already for 4 years, and it was a great, amazing getting to know a student like you, and I'm very fortunate to have you as my student. And I remember, I don't know if you remember, but one day you came and asked me about your trying to make a prep tooth for first-year student. So you were thinking about taking it to a lawyer to patent it. I remember those days, and whenever I need something, you never said no, and I really appreciate that. As a beginning of my teaching career, you played a really important role, and without your help, without your support, I could not make it to full time, and I know that you are always supportive and you always work hard. Even though you're a student, I always learn from you, and I know that you are very passionate about dentistry, and so I always wish you the best, and I hope that one day you come back and teach and be one of us. Thank you so much, and I wish you the best.
That's sweet. Yeah, I've always appreciated Dr. Kim. She's been one of my mentors at UCLA, and I was thinking about this recently because we just went to Jamaica together for a humanitarian trip, and I was able to work with her for that as well. And she's one of those faculty that are just special, the way that she connects with her students and everybody. But there was something special about the value that she saw in me when not all of my other faculty really saw the same thing. So it meant a lot to me when I was going through dental school to have someone who believed in me and saw the value that I could provide with my ideas, and even though a lot of the ideas don't pan out all the time, but yeah, she's been very supportive, and I'm very grateful for her. Yeah, I think the most important thing is just to get me out of the school environment. I think the school environment can be so discouraging in a lot of ways, and to see how big the world is outside of school and how there's so much space to explore within dentistry. Even kind of like Dr. Shatkin said, to get out there and practice and see what it's really like in the real world. I think that's really important for me. I think that's something that I really need to do. And doing things like this, coming out to these conventions, that's how you get a feel for it. That's how dentistry is done in the real world, is coming to these CE courses and things like that. You can learn a lot, and you can really develop yourself as a clinician, and I'm excited for that.